And we are now in battle. Alright, let's turn you off, shall we? There we go. I can't actually see if I'm hitting her. Is the issue here. I got a beat on me from something. Alright, hello everyone, this is Mr. Kassarian. Ooh, that got a hit. Good, clean hit. And another. I think we've done some decent damage to her, boys. Well, she's not shooting. Yeah, I think we knocked her up pretty bad, guys. I think we did some damage. Alright, hello everyone, this is Mr. Kassarian. Welcome back. I'm glad to see you are all here. Oh boy, we did some damage. Oh god. Okay, down, 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 down. Whoosh. That was a close pass. Alright. Wow. We did some damage. Now, there's only one problem with this. Which is that I don't have any landing gear on me. And this thing's a little hard to control. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll over. We're going to move onto her line. And we're going to start moving with her about 20 meters per second. Which will take me a while just to catch up. And we'll roll over. Alright, so we did some damage. We were in fact successful. We did not recover as much as we would have if this was a kill mission, however. Let's zero out our speed. Let's drift over a little bit. Just going to bring ourselves into line and very slowly approach. By very slowly, I mean let's put a little bit more speed on her. Now, I'm pretty doubtful we're going to be able to fix her up and fly her home. In fact, I'm pretty certain that that's going to be relatively out of the question at this point. Alright, so let's bring her in. Nice and gentle. But she still has power. You can see her thrusters are still online. Alright, let's roll ourselves over and thrust away. Well, alright. I'm pretty certain we blew up anything valuable. In fact, I'm about 99% certain that anything that was valuable on her has been destroyed by that attack. Yeah. Yeah, we could say that. Okay, so that's unfortunate. Well, we took out our cargo. Alright, so let's see what we can salvage off this boat. We have some ores. That's still running. We got this stuff here. Alright, and that, what is that? That's what's left of an interior turret. The answer to what's left is not much. But we got it. And that's the important part here. Just have to kind of navigate around in her until we, you know... Okay, you're still running on that side. Just gonna have to navigate around her. Pull off what we can. Problem is, I think we blew out our control seat. What was that? So that's going to mean we can't even activate our dampeners and slow this tub down. Which is unfortunate. There we go. Grab disable. I think we took some damage here from something. Alright. We got some interior plates and construction components. I wonder if we could actually fabricate ourselves a seat for this baby. Let's try this. Okay, so we need some more interior plates. Doors. Doors are good. Fortunately, these doors have lost most of their good stuff that we could actually use here. Like those displays, the motors, and all that other good stuff. Alright, so that's one. This door may be less damaged, however. Much less damaged. We get a few computers. All this stuff's usable. Boy, we did some damage. I don't even know if she still has gyros or not. Actually, I think I took out her gyros, too. That's unfortunate, though. Like, that's fairly unfortunate. Because without her gyros, she's going to be pretty much uncontrollable. And I'm pretty certain she doesn't have... Alright, let's bring her more into line here. And I'm pretty certain she doesn't have anything that I can really use to fix that if I blew out her gyro systems. Okay. So let's hope I didn't take out her gyros. Alright, that's pretty much all we can hope for at this point. Which I'm pretty certain I did, because I'm not seeing any. Yeah, I'm pretty certain I did. It's too bad. Alright, so let's sync over. I put this in the wrong way. Alright, so let's do that. We need some more computers and some more displays. Oh, gosh, where can I get computers? Conveyors? I get a little bit. I mean, I'm close, that's the issue. Well, not that close, actually. Do any of you guys... Oh, no, she still has gyros. She has 2 gyros left, I think. Yeah, well, there's nothing really in there I can use. Do you have computers in here? Yes, you do. Yoink. Computers? No. More computers. More computers right here. Alright, that's good. We're halfway there on the computer front. Alright. Oh gosh. Yeah, doing this without any sort of gravity or anything else is a little bit tricky. Alright, so we need to drop off some crap. Alright, let's come back over to here. Note to self. Put a freaking... Alright, there we go. Note to self. Put a landing gear on this thing. Somewhere. Alright, so let's bring her back over. As long as she just taps it, I don't mind too much. Okay. How to salvage a ship that you pretty thoroughly blew to pieces. Do you guys have computers in you? No, 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 no. Do you? You have 5. Do you? Yes, but not actually in you. Okay. Alright, so we keep getting close. You have 20. Okay. Let's take all this stuff out. So that we can actually disassemble this refinery a little bit. There we go. Alright, I have to be close for computers now. I need another 3. This conveyor should do the trick. There we go. There we go. Alright. T. Inertials. Let's get out of her so that we can actually catch up to this thing. That was picture perfect. Dampeners, please. Ooh, there's a military mine layer. Yeah, but we already got this thing, so we're not going to even worry about it. So basically what I'm going to be doing for the next few minutes is happily digesting the ship, hopefully being able to take most of her home with me, at least the bits and the pieces. Probably won't be in time to actually take on that mine layer, but I should be able to get some decent salvage off of this thing, even now that I've basically blown her to shreds. So, I'll probably bring you guys back in once I've finished. Oh gosh, that was not what I wanted to do. Not what I wanted to do at all. Alright, so I'm going to fix the collision damage to my own ship, and we'll be back. And if you look out the bow section, you can see ACV Titan off in the distance. If you look down on below us, to the relative orientation of the spaceship, you may see a military mine layer phasing out of existence. Yeah. Alright, so what I decided to do is bring this mangled carcass back, and by bring it back, I mean connect my other ship to it, and yeah, use my other ship to use the ship I just blew to bits to bring this thing back. The thing I realized, by the way, was that I probably didn't lose much in those cargo holds because the refinery would have pulled all the ores in automatically. I may have blown out one of the refineries, but I think other than that, this thing should be fairly intact. I should have gotten most of the resources on it. So today, we're just going to be breaking it down. And we're actually not going to be breaking it down. Oh, hey, look, ACV Titan. I should probably kick my retro thrusters on at some point. Yeah, this seems like a good time to kick on my retros. Oh gosh, we're spinning. We're spinning. We're doing a lot more than spinning. Okay. Are we stopping? Are we stopping? Maybe. Okay. I don't like maybes. Alright, so let's spin her over. Whoop. Okay. And let's bring her in a little bit. Actually, let's disconnect. Let's get into our assault ship here. Oh, I want those on, please. I don't want to die today. Now, let's get into our assault ship. I want the jetpack off, not the dampeners. And let's disconnect these two. Seems like a good idea. Why not? Alright, so let's get back in our hastily constructed pilot's chair here. Let's hit P to disengage. Let's back our way a little bit. And of course, all of this courtesy of fine maneuvering. I have a suspicion Techrin's going to kill me when he sees what I did to his rescue ship. Alright, so let's get in this baby. And let's clear her away. Yep, that was not a good idea. Alright, so let's get her... Oh, we want our dampers on, please. Alright, that looks like it's far enough away. And we're going to get... I can't hit the right buttons today. We're going to get in this thing, which is significantly more dinged up than it needs to be. This would normally be where we enter, by the way. And that interior turret would have been our opposition. Yeah. So much for that. I actually think I'm flying it... No, I'm flying it forwards, I guess. I guess the window's at the rear for this model. Alright, so let's find a bit of asteroid we can clamp to. Yeah, that looks like a good bit of asteroid there. Let's turn our inertial dampers off. And don't forget, we want to impact nice and soft against the asteroid. Just for our landing gear's sake. And pretty much as soon as we'll make contact, we'll engage the landing gear. Because we're actually going to kind of pull this thing apart backwards. Nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy. Less than 7 meters per second. We have contact on 1. Let's do... I want to make sure I have both legs making contact and lock. Beautiful. Okay. Actually, we're inside someone's gravity field, so we can even do it that way. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fly over to this thing, right? And I'm just going to empty it out, because we're actually not going to be... Our refinery's turning on. We're not going to be saving the resources we get out of this thing. We're actually just going to be throwing them into an assembler to be reprocessed. So that means that I can open up this thing, throw away everything. These are from previous ships we've disassembled, Tekran and I. No big deal, right? No big deal. Just more ships for the boneyard. So many more ships for the boneyard. Alright, actually, those solar cells are so going in the assemblers. Alright, so let's open this up. Control panel assembler 3 / disassembler. Okay. Conveyor system off, and that's important to do, because this way, go to production, assembler 3, disassembler. Disassemble, cyclic mode. So now, whenever I throw something in assembler 3, like solar cells, they automatically start getting disassembled. Nice. So let's get out some more solar cells. We're just going to shift these guys over. And we're just going to keep chucking all this useless crap in there. No big deal, right? Right. Now, why did I lock those 2 landing legs on instead of just locking one of them on? Well, the reason for that is that I am working from the bottom up this time, which I admit is actually backwards of how I usually do it. Normally when I work on this stuff, I'll usually lock one of the legs and I'll work down the U. See? It's a U. Well, what's left of a U. I kind of did a bit of a number on it with that hit. Okay, we're full on solar cells. So that means I'm going to start storing these in someplace else. Okay. Yeah, I can store about 200 of them on this inventory setting. So we're going to have to start actually storing those solar cells. That's unfortunate. Yeah. We have a lot of junk right now that we're going to have to deal with. That's okay. We have these large cargo containers, and pretty much everything we pull out of the ship is going to go straight in for disassembly. Private sale, not worth my time. That military transporter would actually be something of a challenge, or the military mine layer might actually be a challenge, but I don't feel like it. And it kind of disappeared before I could actually get to it, so whatever. Okay, so we are now empty. Let's start it. Let's start out with this, shall we? I must have taken out a beacon on one of my first shots. I remember noticing that her message system wasn't there anymore. Alright, so let's start from the bottom here. Mangled mass of metal. Actually, it looks like she's been through a combat zone, doesn't she? Let's just close in. Start up the grinders. That down there actually looked like it was supposed to have been a booby trap. No, might have been. Might not have been. It's kind of hard to tell with these ships because, you know, missiles kind of do a number on them. Not too bad. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes where this stuff actually connects. Just because of how... There we go. Just because of how mangled it is. It'd be kind of hard to tell where part of the ship stops and starts. Okay. What else do we have here? Let's take this out. Right, like this. Of course, the name of the game is to try and prevent as much stuff from dropping as possible. Go. And now you can see why I wanted both legs locked on. Wow. Yeah, you certainly do rip out a lot of stuff when you're using this thing. Because I don't have to worry about that landing light either. There we go. That was a gyro. A lot of nice steel plates in that. And now you can pretty much just go straight down through this thing. I think we can just pull this out. Look at this, guys. We're actually making really short work of her. As long as you don't bump anything. It usually isn't too bad. And those little rail units tend to cease to exist in fairly short order. So we're just going to pull the uranium out and continue eating our spoils. Now on this side, I'm going to start from the... let's start from the bottom and then work our way up. Sink her all the way down. This side's relatively undamaged here. Of course, probably wouldn't take any direct missile hits, which is why. There we go. Oh, that's still connected through there, okay. You learn all sorts of things about how these ships are put together. Yeah, that's gone. That is so totally gone. Alright, so let's pull her up. Alright, now remember, your grinders are actually pretty resistant. To impact damage. So you don't have to be too gentle. Don't go wanging her around, but, you know. You have to be too gentle with it. There we go. We're now inside the ship herself. We caused a rapid, spontaneous disassembly moment. That's alright. A little bit more. And the last little bit. Look at that, guys. No time at all. And she's toast. Absolutely toast. Now, we did do a fair amount of damage to her in the very beginning. You know, it's not like she was a complete heavily armored ship and we just took her out. But what we did do was get ourselves some pretty valuable materials. So what I'm going to do now is pop out of this thing, right? And we got some uranium too, which is always nice. And pull that back across. Let's see how that disassembler is going. Ah, perfect. And now we can put the rest of this in there too. And all I'm going to do is just go through here and figure out what materials I need and don't need, and just throw them in. So, steel plates, right? Well, I know I'm going to use steel plates. I know I'm going to use a lot of steel plates. So those I can usually just dump off, right? I also know bulletproof glass is another thing I'm going to use a lot of. Girders, though? Well, I use them... I use the girders mostly for windows. But they're so cheap, there's no real point in not keeping them. However, thrust components are going to go away. Why? Well, I already have a lot of them, and they're really easy to get a hold of, especially when you're a pirate. Every ship is going to have at least 6 thrusters worth of thrust components on her at any point in time. So it's pretty easy to get some more if I need them. Just from this ship, we got over 1,000, right? So it's not like I'm exactly, you know, in dire straits for them or anything. I didn't want to do that. Oh well. A few extras are going to hurt. However, they also take up an unbelievable amount of space. Maybe not quite as much as, you know, let's say, solar cells, but still a pretty decent amount of space. Alright, and then that's going to run. I turned up my assembler speed, by the way, because it was becoming kind of difficult. Alright, now construction components, just about everything uses construction components, so we'll keep those around. So that's some more thrust components to the assembler. What else do we have in here? Computers we'll use, motors we'll use, small steel tubes we'll use. Reactor components. Well, reactor components are one of those things that we... Let's put it this way. When we need them, we're going to need like a couple thousand of them, so just saving them isn't really going to help. We're going to have to build them. Oh, we have an entire other cargo container there too. Alright, so in terms of metal grids... Let's see, I have 707 of them. Yeah, that's going in the assembler as well. And how many interior plates do I have just in one of these? Over 4,000? Yeah, we're chucking that in there too. There we go. And we're just going to let that run. Not too shabby. Now, let's see, we have large steel tubes, which are actually fairly important because thrusters use them. I probably have enough, though, at this point that I don't need to keep stockpiling them. The same thing with these metal grids. I probably don't need to stockpile them anymore. So we can chuck these in and chuck those in. And what else do we have here? Oh god, we have more. Oh, I must not have emptied this. Oh gosh, okay. So what I'm gonna do is the rest of this pretty much off camera for you guys, because it's gonna take a while, basically. Because I'm gonna have to go through, and I'm gonna have to go through every little thing in here and sort it out and figure out what we need, what we don't need, and yeah, it's gonna take a while. It's taking a while just to move these steel plates. So I'll probably be back in a few minutes once I actually, have made some progress on this.